Hi everyone, and welcome back to section 4. Now in this section we start to delve a little bit deeper into PHP. Now one of the things I want to look at is something called concatenation, and that's the process of joining two or more values together. Now what you may have noticed in the previous section when we were doing the exercise on calculating areas of shapes is that the final output was just a number. And for an end user, this really wouldn't make much sense. So what we need to do is actually say something like, in this case, the area of the rectangle is, and then have the value. Now what I've done here is I've created a section, a new folder for section 4, and in here I've got a file called concatenation.php. Inside this file I have two variables, first and last, representing first name, last name. And what I want to do is just to connect those together to get an output of John Smith. Now you already know I could do something like echo, I could say John, and I could echo Smith. I could do something like that. I could put them both in here, so just say John Smith. But obviously the whole point of this is to use the variables and to learn about concatenation. So what I'll do here is I'll say echo first, and I want to join on or concatenate on the last name. And to do that we use a period or dot. So first and last. Now if I save that, go to my browser and preview that, what do you think might happen? Let's have a look. We get John Smith, but if you notice there's no space in between those names. So what I need to concatenate on in the middle here is a space. So to do that, we'll put another period in, and in here we'll add the space. So first name, then a dot, then the space, and then the last name. Now if I save that, go and refresh, there we get John Smith. Now if I go to the area of a rectangle script, I'm just going to copy this section here, go onto my concatenation page, and I'll just echo in a break and paste that in. Now if I save that, preview and refresh, in fact it hadn't saved, let me see, yeah, it's saved now, and I'll refresh, there we go. I get John Smith and 50. Now when you read that it looks like John Smith might be 50 years old, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me looking at that output. So what I need to do in here is to echo something like the area of the rectangle is, and then rectangle. So that's quite easy to achieve. I'll have some quotes, and then I'm joining on rectangle, and inside these quotes the area of the rectangle is, then I'll include a space, and then I'm including the actual value itself. So I'll save that and refresh, and the area of the rectangle is 50. Well, 50 what? Could be centimeters squared, inches squared. I'll just put units squared. So what I want in here is the area of the rectangle is, then the number, and then units squared. So after this rectangle I need to concatenate on a space and units squared. Save that, go back and refresh, and there we go, the area of the rectangle is 50 units squared.